Hello everyone, I'm Subhojit Panda from Odishatv.in presenting you today's news from Odisha. First headlines. Odisha put on high alert after intelligence inputs suggested that 3 terrorists have entered the country. CHSE considers alternative options for +2 paper evaluation. CBI summons to Food and Consumer Welfare Minister Sanjay Das Verma over details of SUV. Odisha unit of BJP starts its Jan Kalyan Yatra from Chandrahandi town of Nabrangpur district. And Puri collector requests ASI to put proposed Sun Temple entry fee hike on hold for a month. Now the details. High alert has been sounded across Odisha after intelligence inputs suggested that 3 terrorists have entered the country. Places like Bhubaneswar Airport and the Hirakud Dam area have been put on high alert. Moreover, all the important cities have also been alerted. High alert has been issued for the airport and other vital installations across the state, confirmed DGP KB Singh. Media reports quoting intelligence sources said on Wednesday that 3 armed terrorists had sneaked into India from Pakistan and were travelling in a car with the intention of committing a terrorist act.
उड़ीसा अलर्ट जारी अच्छी से एयरपोर्ट पाई और मोर जितने वाइटल इंस्टॉलेशन अच्छी समझते पाई किया जाए हाँ से अलर्ट अच्छी दैट इंक्लूड्स एवरीथिंग ना.
The Council of Higher Secondary Education CHSE has decided to resort to alternative measures tomorrow after its 24-hour deadline to the agitating teachers of non-government colleges to join the evaluation of annual +2 papers ended this evening. Will request the teachers of private, aided and autonomous degree colleges as well as the newly created universities to join the evaluation. Simultaneously, will also request the concerned college principals and university vice-chancellors to relieve the teachers they are willing to spare so that they can join the evaluation at the nearest valuation centres. CHSE chairperson Dr. Basudev Chatoi told media persons here. Expressing resentment against the gross apathy of the state government, and agitating college teachers said, the aggrieved teachers are now fully aware of its attitude. This government has time and again betrayed us after giving us assurances. We are on the verge of retirement from our service. Despite this, we are still agitating under the scorching sun in the hope that the government will actively consider our case. He added. He further said the agitating teachers are not forcing other teachers to stay away from evaluation. We are only requesting them to boycott the evaluation. Notably, the CHSE Examination Committee in a meeting on Tuesday had decided to give 24 hours to the agitating non-government college teachers to join the evaluation of the annual +2 evaluation work, failing which it had threatened to take alternative measures.
डिग्री कॉलेज ऑटोनोमस कॉलेज न्यूली क्रिएटेड यूनिवर्सिटी से रिक्वेस्ट करूँ भालुएसन जोन आम प्रिंसिपल मान रिक्वेस्ट करूँ से रिलीव करदे जो मैंने पेयर करें जो से आसिक नियरेस्ट भालुएसन जोन में जोगदेवे जदि वैकेंसी एगेन्स्ट जोगदेवे.
आम सरकार आभिमुख्य को भल भाव में चिन्ह सारूँ से आमको प्रतारणा कर चलती ठकी चलती रिटायरमेंट ऑन द भज ऑफ रिटायरमेंट अच्छु ता सत्वे आम 40-42 डिग्री खरारे गछमूल एमती पड़ीचु जो आम क्या फोर्स करनु आम रिक्वेस्ट करूँ खाता देखा बर्जन करा जाऊ एवं आम निष्पत्ति नहीं जे खाता देखा बर्जन रहा जेपन सरकार आम कथा ग्रहण न कर
गवर्नमेंट ए कम से कम तो डिस्कसन टेबुल को डाकिया कथा डिस्कसन टेबुल को डाकिला से डिस्कसन टेबुल जदि कौन कहते जदि आम ना आम करूनी बोली कहते कि कौन से अलग कथा कि डिस्कसन टेबुल को तो डाकिया कथा आ कौन सी इश्यू रे भी जदि डिस्कसन टेबुल को किए डाक शिक्षक मैंने तो सरकार को डाकी पारे सरकार ही डाकिया कथा.
The Central Bureau of Investigation has served a notice to Food Supplies and Consumer Welfare Minister Sanjay Das Verma seeking details of all Pajero vehicles owned by him or his family members, including any he may have disposed of. Details of all Pajero vehicles owned by you, including those disposed and sold by you, either in your name or in the name of your family members. Details of any other vehicles owned by you either in your name or in the name of your family members. The notice served on 4th April said. Sources said, as per the CBI's directions, a representative of Das Verma, Goranga Sahu, submitted the documents sought by the agency to the officials of CBI. Sahu, however, did not reveal much about what transpired inside when assaulted by media persons at the CBI office here this evening. Meanwhile, Das Burma, who is away in Koraput on an official tour, has confirmed that he had been received such a notice and had complied with it through his representative. The CBI officials had asked for details of the vehicle and the same has been submitted to the investigating agency, he said. Significantly, the notice comes after Congress leader Lulu Mahapatra in a press briefing on 17th March had levelled allegations about the links of a BJD minister with the Artha Tattva or AT group of companies and its chief Pradeep Sethi, from whom he had received a Mitsubishi Pajero SUV as a gift. In an attempt to reach out to the people over ruling BJD government's failure, the Odisha unit of BJP kick-started its Jan Kalyan Yatra on Thursday from Chandahandi area in Nabarangpur district. BJP state president Basant Panda inaugurated the Yatra. Panda took part in the Yatra that will move from village to villages to take stock of the problems faced by the people. Besides, he'll also make people aware about various centrally sponsored welfare schemes during the Yatra, which will culminate in Keonjhar on 24th April after covering 17 organizational districts. Apart from the Jan Kalyan Yatra, BJP will launch Gram Swaraj Abhiyan from 14th April, which will continue till 24th April. During Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, BJP will organize Samajik Samarsatta program on April 14, 15 and 16. Similarly, the party will arrange Gram Kisan Sabha on 17, 18, 19 and 20th April and Gram Sabha on 22, 23 and 24th April. Besides, the Saffron Party will organize an achievement rally on 26th May, marking 2 years of completion of NDA government at the centre. Going by the promise it holds, the launch of Adarsh Vidyalayas or modern schools by Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik on Tuesday could arguably be termed a watershed movement in mass education in Odisha. The model school concept might be a step in the right path, but a closer look reveals that the path is potholed with a host of challenges. A look at the state of affairs of the primary education in the state would put things in perspective. No amount of media limelight for the launch of model schools could camouflage the fact that the primary education infrastructure is in dire straits. While some schools don't have classrooms, others lack teachers. Some schools have gaping holes in the asbestos roof. The less said about toilet facilities, the better. Take, for example, the primary school at Pujaripada in Nabarangpur. A broken roof, lack of classrooms, and students studying in the school veranda conjure up a typical picture of what passes off for a school in the far-flung areas of the state. Another such example is the Phubani Sahi Upper Primary School in Fulbani, the headquarters of Kandhamal district. Out of the 11 classrooms, 4 are in a completely dilapidated state. The rest are only marginally better. The depressing narrative of the school also has an element of irony too. Computer is available for students, but there is no electricity. The first images of a model school launched on Tuesday at Potharapecha in Balangir district drew a picture which, as said earlier, holds a lot of promise. Spanking new concrete buildings, tiled floors, modern desks, neatly laid out classrooms, among other things, show how the schools ought to be. While the hardware is in place, the important question is, will the software match in? Will the quality of education in these schools be significantly better than that of an average Odia medium government school? This modern school program is just a gimmick ahead of the Panchayat elections and the 2019 general elections, feels Odisha Congress leader Jaidev Jena. The Union Mines Ministry has sought feedback from mineral-bearing states on its proposed star rating system for mining leases. This was informed by State's Mines Director Deepak Mahanti after attending a high-level meeting of state mines officials in New Delhi. Officials said the new system has been designed to promote sustainable development practices in and around the mines, which includes addressing the social impact of resettlement and rehabilitation, among other things. A star rating is proposed to be given to mining leases for the efforts and initiatives taken for implementation of the Sustainable Development Framework or SDF. An official of the ministry said the evaluation would be based on management of the impact of mining by carrying out scientific and efficient mining, steps taken for progressive and final mine enclosure, and overall reporting and adoption of international standards. Mining leases, which have been operational for more than 180 days in the year of reporting, would be eligible for star rating. The leases would be rated in the category and the best performing leases would be given 5 stars, the sources added. With an aim to tackle the increasing number of cases of cybercrime such as phishing, online fraud and cheating, the Odisha Crime Branch on Wednesday organized a special training program titled State Level Specialized Training Course on Cybercrime Investigation and Forensics at its headquarters in Cuttack. The one-day training program, led by Crime Branch DG BK Sharma, was attended by around 60 police inspectors in charge IACs, 2 from each district from across the state. He said there is a plan to open a cybercrime police station in Bhubaneswar, for which the state government had already allotted the required land. The workshop was attended by many cyber experts of the state, along with senior officials of Central Forensic Science Laboratory CFSL, Kolkata.
ओडिशा रे जो साइबर क्राइम होउची एटीएम फ्रॉड किंबा क्रेडिट कार्ड फ्रॉड होउची लोकंकर बैंक अकाउंट रु किछि पैसा लॉस होउची साइबर माध्यम रे थ्रेटनिंग्स होउची तेणु एई सब एस्पेक्ट्स रो आईटी एक्ट रो जो जो ऑफेंसेस रहिछि एवं आईपीसी रो जो ऑफेंसेस रहिछि साइबर संबंधित तार तदंत विषय रे आज प्रशिक्षण दिया जाय.
Police busted a cattle trafficking racket and seized 5 trucks illegally carrying more than 150 heads of cattle from Pandara area on Puri-Cuttack bypass road late on Wednesday night. The police also arrested 11 persons for their involvement in the illegal trafficking. According to the sources, the cattle were being transported to Cuttack from Puri in horrific conditions. Many cows were rescued with grievous injuries that they suffered after standing for long hours in the overloaded truck, the sources added. These cows were slated to be sent outside the state after reaching Cuttack, the sources informed. The Sub-Divisional Judicial Magistrate SDJM Court of Barampur on Wednesday allowed Sadar Police to take arrested former Sanokhe Mundi Congress MLA Ramesh Jaina on a 5-day remand. Police had appealed to the court to take Jaina on a 7-day remand for interrogation on his involvement in a land grab case, but the court granted 5-day remand. On 2nd April, some Rabindra Sahu had registered a land grab case number 45/16 against Jaina at Sadar Police Station. In his complaint, Sahu had alleged that the former legislator has grabbed 3 acres of land in Nimakhandi area on the outskirts of Barampur. Meanwhile, the Court of Judicial Magistrate First Class or JMFC allowed the local police to take Krupa Sinu Muduli, aide of Jaina, on a 2-day remand. Large tracts of the Chandaka forest in Bhubaneswar went up in fires in a fire which continues to rage since Wednesday night. According to some eyewitnesses, they saw smoke billowing from the forest and followed it to find that a fire had broken out inside the forest. They said the forest department officials were informed about the fire after it was noticed at around 8 p.m. on Wednesday. However, the officials arrived only at around 11 p.m. If the blaze is not brought under control, a lot of wild animals will be burnt in the fire, locals apprehend. The Puri District Collector Arvind Agarwal on Wednesday wrote a letter to the Superintendent Archaeologist of Archaeological Survey of India ASI, requesting him to put the collection of revised entry fee for the world-famous Sun Temple here on hold for the next 1 month, keeping the law and order situation in mind. Efforts will be made to find out a permanent solution for the fee hike soon, Agarwal wrote in his letter. On Tuesday, a 10-member team of Konark Suraksha Samiti met District Collector Arvind Agarwal and submitted a memorandum calling for the rollback of the entry fee hike. Notably, the central government had raised entry fees for 116 Archaeological Survey of India ASI-managed monuments in India, including the Sun Temple at Konark, with effect from Friday. The government had raised the entry fee threefold to ₹30 from ₹10 for Indian nationals and twofold for foreign visitors to ₹500 from ₹250. A notification issued by the central government said the move was aimed at raising money for improving the facilities at these sites. The last time entry fees at ASI monuments was raised was way back in 2000, it had pointed out. Odisha came under intense heat wave on Wednesday, with the capital city of Bhubaneswar emerging the hottest place in the state with 43.2 degrees Celsius, the highest this season and the highest in April in the last 6 years. Apart from Bhubaneswar, temperature went up to 40 degrees and above in some places, namely Balesur at 41 degrees Celsius, Chandbali 41.3 degrees Celsius, Cuttack 40.6 degrees Celsius, Jharsuguda 41 degrees Celsius and Sambalpur 40.8 degrees Celsius. Reports said the temperature went up rapidly in the capital city after 10 a.m., shooting up to 43.2 degrees by 2 p.m. Due to the intense heat, normally busy thoroughfares and marketplaces wore a deserted look, while commuters were seen travelling in bikes and buses with their faces covered with clothes. The pedestrians took shelter under the tree shade to escape from the searing heat. Before wrapping up the news headlines once again, Odisha put on high alert after intelligence inputs suggested that 3 terrorists have entered the country. CHSE considers alternative options for +2 paper evaluation. CBI summons to Food and Consumer Welfare Minister Sanjay Das Verma over details of SUV. Odisha unit of BJP starts its Jan Kalyan Yatra from Chandahandi town of Nabrangpur district. And Puri collector requests ASI to put proposed Sun Temple entry fee hike on hold for a month. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.